Hey guys, it's Gage here. I just want to make this little video because some people see, they might learn better through video or understand better through video rather than reading all those big, long, wordy blogs or emails that I write. Which super thankful if you guys open them and read them. But I just want to, I guess, reiterate for like the 10,000th time. Um, you know what this is about, what this business is about, what I'm trying to do for you. And I talk about finding your passion a lot because, it's like I think of it as like cooking. Like if I took all this time to bake this amazing recipe that like sure the end product is great, but it's just a dish that you really don't like or like it just isn't pleasing to your palate. It's not like you could have made your favorite meal, which is like spaghetti, but instead you made something totally different, and it just doesn't feel as satisfying when it's done and you've eaten it. So I feel like finding a passion in this business is so important because it's just gonna keep you motivated at all times to like push yourself, push this business like to something that it could be, and this is your business, not mine, not your friends, not your families. It's yours, right? For anybody who's following these emails or blogs or whatever. So I think finding a passion is just of the utmost importance. And we talk about finding a passion and then turning it into, turning in that passion into something tangible, like a video or an ebook or a product. If you guys read my blog, like I talked about my buddy Preston, and like his passion is woodworking, and that's amazing. And he can produce a tangible product that's beautiful and you can sell, which is like super amazing, super amazing. But that's only part of it. You can do so much more, right? Like I talk about, like you can record as you're making that same bowl that you're making with your woodworking, you can be recording yourself giving exact how-to instructions, right? And you can provide that as value to all your followers and subscribers, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or Twitter or through email, all that stuff. And that's just amazing value because those people they may not know how to turn a bowl, right? Like one thing I learned and I was taught in this business is that never think you aren't smart or good enough to teach because you are. Because just because you think you only know a little bit about something, you know more than someone else. And that someone else wants to learn from you insanely bad. Like my buddy Preston can turn a beautiful bowl. Well, there's people out there, including me. I can't do that. But there are people whose passion is woodworking. Excuse me, is woodworking, and they would love to be able to make a bowl like that. Right, that would be like their first project. And if you could break that down into a how-to video while you're already making the bowl, and then still you sell that bowl, like you've created value for your following, and you've turned a profit by selling the bowl. Now, you can go a step even further when you start to build an audience, when you start to build a following in your little niche or niche, however you want to say that word. You can host a class, whether it be in person or on a webinar, and you can have people pay to watch you, to take lessons. You can basically be a teacher or a mentor for someone where you're already going to make that bowl, but you're teaching people live and they can ask questions right then and there, which is even better than a how-to video because they can get their questions answered right then and there. And it's just beautiful. Like people love learning, especially when they have the same passion you do. And don't think you have a one of a kind passion because someone else out there has the same passion as you, and they just want to learn more, as much as they can about it. And if you're that person, that's amazing. Like, you want to be that person. You want someone to take your hand and be like, please teach me, and then you can be a mentor to that person. And it's just so, like, gratifying. You just feel so good at the end of the day. And then that's what I want to teach you guys to do. I want to teach you to take something you already love and share it with the world. So let's say I used this in an earlier thing. Let's say your passion is gardening. Now, gardening is not my passion. I don't really know too much about it. I do not have a green thumb. I can't keep anything alive to save my life. But let's just say, for the sake of it, it's gardening. I could go with the easy thing and say, like, weight loss. Like, all these people always use weight loss, and it's just redundant and overused. So let's say gardening. Let's say you love to grow fresh vegetables, and you're really, really good at growing tomatoes, and that's like your crop, and your veggies are everything. You go out there every day, and you're like, man, I gotta water them this much. I gotta take care of them this way. I gotta feed them on this day of the week. Well, lots of people who are getting into gardening, they may not know that. So a cool thing, and super easy, we could maybe make like an ebook, right? We could turn that passion into something tangible, like an ebook. And ebooks are super, super easy. You can Google. There's a place that I use. Right here. It's called visme.co. Literally, it's free. Use it for as long as you want to take for a drive, up to 5 projects, right? You can download them as JPEGs. You can literally download your book and then take it and give it to your followers or something. Or you can take your ebook if you feel like it's good enough, and if you have a decent following who you've built trust with by giving them value, like how-to videos or free ebooks, you can take what you've taught those people, compile it into it like a very well detailed ebook, and I go over this in emails and blogs later on. And you can sell it, and you don't have to sell it it doesn't need to be like a $100 book, right? You could sell it for $5. You can sell it for $7. People who want to learn from you, they're gonna buy from you. They're gonna spend that $7 because they already know the free stuff you've given them, like the videos and maybe the free webinars, or even like an in-person class. Like, that's possible too. I feel like you just reach less people, but it's more intimate, right? Like, they can literally see you and what you're doing and come up and yeah, it's just great. But you can sell something to them of value for $5, and they're going to want to buy it. And if it's full of honest, good knowledge, they're going to be so happy they spent that $5. Now, we always want to create something tangible before or while finding an audience. So I guess these two can be interchanged. It doesn't really matter, but I feel like it's always easier to just, when you have a passion and you make something and then you find an audience for it. So there's a few ways to find an audience. You can always find it you can use your favorite social media. You can use Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can also do what I do is through email. You can capture emails and talk to people that way. I think emails are they're nice because you can have a private conversation with someone. I've had a few people email me, and I always try to email back with any question they have at all. It's super important to me. A lot of people always ask how to get started, and it's always, again, finding a passion and being true with yourself. Don't say your passion is being, is cars because you have a buddy who's really enthusiastic about cars and you kind of just follow him. You want to dig deep and really find what makes you happy, no matter what it is. As long as it's legal. But yeah, so there are a few ways we can find an audience. So With Twitter, you can start posting like how-tos, how-to videos, free ebooks. You can start posting them on Twitter to your friends and family who are already there. Use hashtags, get people to like it. That's easy organic growth, and it can take a little bit. It can take a little longer. Or you can always use advertisements. Now, advertisements are like a quick way to get whatever you want people to see, but it usually costs a little bit of money. But you get eyeballs on what you want people to see right away. You don't have to wait for that slow growth, and you can do that at the same time. You can get what you want people to see in front of them, and also, have tags for like your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, whatever social media you really like. You can always have that down there. Hey, by the way, blah blah blah. If you really enjoy this, follow me here. And so you get it done both ways. But I think email is good because you can always send people like private messages, and you can just email all of your contacts with like good value and good offers. And what I use for like I I do like social media, but I think like social media, people's feeds, they're just so oversaturated with like memes and junk and their friends complaining and boyfriends and girlfriends breaking up, that like your stuff can easily be skipped over. And I guess the same could be said with email and like just junk mail and blah blah blah. But the difference is, like, if you mean something to someone, they're gonna look for your email. They're gonna look for your name. You're gonna stand out. And I just enjoy the email route because it's simple. You can capture an email. It takes nothing, right? You're not asking people to. The difference with social media is, like, once they follow you, you can kind of see everything about them, right? There's nothing really private anymore. There is and there isn't, but there's photos, there's like liked messages, all that stuff. So email is private, and I think privacy is a big thing for people. So what I do is I use MailChimp. And I'm sure I'll blur out this bottom half for reasons. But I use MailChimp. And then really, really, really nice thing about MailChimp is it's free to a point. But it's free to use. And what you want to do with MailChimp, if you're interested in the advertising part, I know we're kind of like going off on a tangent, but I just want to show you what I use and what I think is best. Again, privacy. Email is private. Email only goes as far as words and letters if that's what you want. There's no, oh, hey, by the way, this is embarrassing. I have this as a friend, blah, blah, blah. It's just better. You can have private conversations, although you could have that on social media too, but still, just private, easy. You can mass email. It's just nice. So I use MailChimp because it's free, easy. Now what you want to do is you want to go up to where it says create, and we want to do like a landing page, right? And obviously that's my business, blah, 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 what I call it. You can call it whatever you want because it's your business, which is amazing. So we'll just call it, anything. We'll just call it like first. And we'll do, yeah, you guys, sure, whatever. And I have all these templates that you can pick from. You can do anything. But I enjoy, just really simple stuff. Like big and flashy just isn't me. Like these look really nice, but that's just not me. So I really enjoy things just like this. Like it even says grow your list, right? So let's click on that. Also, again, this isn't scripted. If I sound silly, blah, 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 or if I keep repeating myself, this is off the top of my head, and I wanted to give you guys some video value, right? Like I always say, oh, make a how-to, make a video, but you haven't seen any videos from me. So I thought I ought to make a video. Also, it's quite late here, but I have a busy schedule. Anyway, so what you want to do, you want to make a landing page like quick and to the point. It can be like, you can have some words, you can have some detail, but you mostly just want it to be like quick and to the point. And let's make it be like, oh, we don't really have a logo, nor do you need one right away. So we'll just garbage that because we don't have a logo right now. Yeah, we we don't have a logo, and we don't really need a logo at first. You can have that developed later on, really simply, really easily. I'll show you how to do that too. We can pay someone on Fiverr, or you can have it professionally made, you know. But logos are something way in the future when we become way established. Anyway, so MailChimp is pretty easy to learn. They work off blocks, and these are considered blocks. You can drop images, you can drop image and text, you can drop your social media, which if that's your route you want to go, I highly encourage it. I still think you should do it anyway, even if you are going the email route. So the cool thing is we can move it around, all that easy stuff. So you click it and you type over here, and let's say it's like, you want it centered, nice and pretty. And let's name it, like how to grow. Let's learn how to type first. How to grow tomatoes. Right? How to grow tomatoes. Oh, yeah, no, I had it right first. Okay. How to grow tomatoes. That just looks silly. Or we can do things like, like questions. People like questions. They're like, let's think of one. Like, have you ever tasted your own veggies? Right? Like, that's enticing. That's like to the point, and it talks about vegetables. And here you can I always recommend making the next set like not this small, but a little smaller. So we'll go with like 32, and we'll make this one like 48. Yeah, there we go. So it's very clearly different. Maybe here you can be like, I have a foolproof, and this is just off the top of my head, step by step. I hate using the word blueprint because the whole world uses blueprint. We'll just go with book. Or yeah, we'll go with rule book. That's a better word. I have a foolproof step-by-step rule book on how to show you how to grow your own fresh veggies right in your own backyard. Oops. Yard. Is backyard one word? Also, I guess rulebook is 2 words too. I guess these are all 2 words. Fresh backyard. All right. Also, I like to center everything too as well. I just think it looks better. And we'll go to blocks. And right here we'll add another block. It's pretty much the same thing. You just copy this, but instead we will erase that, make it, leave the font. Font's fine. Make it a little smaller. We can try 18. Nah, 18's way too small. Let's try 24. I don't believe it's making it bigger. There we go. Yeah, 18's not big enough. 24. Yeah, 24 is perfect. So we can say, if you are interested in learning how, please sign up with your email below, and I will be sure to send you the rule book. Always make sure you spell right, and capitalize and punctuate. Just looks more professional, even if you can't spell like me. And I'll be sure to send you the rule book and much more. Then you wait. Let's see. I'll be sure to send you the rule book and much more. Period. That's to the point. Now, I always like white is fine, but I like to color it. You know, you can always do like a any color, like soft yellows, anything soft, like soft tans, soft yellows. They just look better on the eye. It's easier. Now we can go here, and you can ask for everything all the way up to their birthday, phone number, address. People are not going to want to put their address in unless you're like a trusted company like Amazon or Walmart or something like that. No one is going to give a stranger their address unless they're crazy. Crazier than you. Phone number is really iffy too. Even first and last name. People, they just don't. So I just stick with email. Period. And you can change what it says. I don't like the word subscribe, but I like the word sign up better. I just think it seems more inviting. You can change the color of the box. You can change everything about it, which is really cool. So your confirmation message right here. So when they do sign up, this is what it'll say. You can just leave it blank. You can change it to whatever you want. We'll just leave it there for right now. It's totally fine. This is just for demonstrative purposes. Yeah, and we'll do save and close. And we will also just do save and close. So, here is your landing page. Desktop, mobile. This is what it looks like, right? Unless you pay for MailChimp, you're always going to have these little ads. Totally fine. They don't hurt anything. Until you need to pay for something, I strongly recommend with just going free. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to save it, and you're going to take it to places like Bing. Now, if you go to bing.com and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see right here, it says advertise. You're going to want to click that, and you're going to sign up for it. Now, we can get into this a lot later because this video is running a little long already, but I'm going to take you by the hand and show you how we make a Bing advertisement. And when you pay for it, the cool thing about advertisements is that they go straight to the top, somewhere on the side, the very first one. You don't have to there's no competition when you pay for it. When you pay for it, you go right to the top, and you're going to get eyeballs right away. People click on it, and if the message you're trying to promote, which honestly I would be a little bit more wordy than I was. Again, this is just for demonstrative purposes, but you're going to want to keep your ad and your landing page pretty close to the same. So maybe we would make an ad that says, "Hey, learn to grow your first crop or your first fresh veggies in your backyard," right? Blah blah blah. Or interested in learning to grow fresh veggies from home, something like that, something along those lines. People will click on it. They will see that your landing page promotes the same thing, and if they want, they're gonna put their email into it, and then you capture it, and that way you can have conversations with these people. You can send them things of value, and I'm going to show you how to do all that with MailChimp, right? And it's just so nice. And yeah, We'll also go over making an ebook next time. If you really enjoyed it, or if this video format helped you more than reading long, lengthy paragraphs and text, let me know. I'll do more videos. I'm not super good at making, like videos. I feel like I go off on tangents, but yeah. So pretty much what we just wanted to talk about in this video was finding your passion. Super important. If you can't do that, I don't feel like I can help you. You have to have a passion. And with that passion, we will turn that into something. I will help you. You can email me. You can talk to me. Actually, here, just to make sure, if you have any questions or need help, just remember to email me here. Always email me here, right? And I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm a real human being. It's not a robot. Any message you get from me is from me. It's just me. You're talking to a real person. You're talking to you're talking to a dad. You're talking to someone. Look, I've got video games and Discord down here. Like you're talking to a real person, and I want you to feel like you're talking to a real person. I want to help you. I'm not here for anything else other than to help you. I want you to help you build an empire. I want you to build a business based around something you love. And when you do that, man, the world is just it's yours for the taking. So should try to keep this video from running any longer, since it feels like it's forever now. We're going to end it here, and I'm going to make another video on making an ebook, making an ad, and getting some traction. So, but think about what you can make with your passion, right? Think about it. Think about, what are you most comfortable with? If you don't want to be like on a video, that's cool. You don't have to. You can write a very, very good text book, right? Like, some people learn better by reading and not by videos. That's why I'm trying to do both. Long, in-depth paragraphs, or hopefully quality videos. I feel like this video could have been better, but again, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm winging it. I just wanted to get one out so you can see that I'm a real human being and not a robot. Anyway, until next time, guys, if you have any questions, remember, please email that. Thank you.